Welcome to our 5th episode of beta test, and this is our halfway point for Black Desert. So I'm currently talking to this guy with the ugly hair, which I'm sure would be great if he were at a Billy Idol lookalike contest or something, but his hair looks absolutely terrible. And if you don't know who that is, you're lucky enough to have not lived through the 80s. But I will say one thing for him, he talks with his hands, so...
Remember, my friend.
He's clearly Italian. So I've gotten a new mission here. So I finally made it so I didn't have to keep going to that common rack for some unknown reason. So he's got a mission for me. He has stuff for me to go do, apparently. So far, I have to say, graphically, this game has been pretty cool. But we haven't really got to the point where I've gotten to really do anything except walk around and talk and learn how to push buttons. So let's see. Alright, I'll head over here, sure. And that guy, right there. There he is. Let's talk to him.
Obsession with one's heyday is for the ordinary. You need to learn good skills to stay alive.
Okay, one complaint I have. Although they do have some spoken dialogue, most of this is reading. I think that is pretty standard for MMOs, at least in the traditional MMO sense, like this. That being said, and I don't mind reading usually, but it's a good bit of reading pretty frequently. It'd be nice if they just spoke the dialogue. I realize that would probably eat up so much memory, it'd be ridiculous, but you know, games like The Elder Scrolls, Fallout.
By using energy.
Okay, I use energy. But those games have spoken dialogue and stuff, and it just makes it easier to get into the game and follow what's going on. Okay, so what is this? Oh, okay, so this is where I get different, what are these called? Feats or attacks or whatever. And right now I'm... Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm done talking to you, I think. Even though it doesn't say I am. Let's see if I can figure out what to do here. Who's this? He's big. Alright, where do I go now? So everybody says the queen is like really mean and annoying. Who's this guy?
Defense is survival. Don't hesitate investing in armor.
That's right, they don't hesitate investing in armor, so why are you walking around without a shirt on? I mean, it seems like you'd follow your own advice there, dude. Okay. So as with most of these sorts of games, it has you kind of... Oh, that's pretty nice water effects. Has you basically walk around and talk to everybody under the sun. And who is this under the sun? Okay, I think the little circle's the person I need to talk to. But I thought this guy was the person I had to talk to. Nope. Let's go over here to the little dude with the circle. Is that a dude? There we go. Again, I would prefer if they spoke more. That is a definite issue I'm having here. It's a lot of hoop jumping to get into doing anything. It'd be different if I had like dialogue options and I could explore deep conversations and learn about characters and stuff. Right now it feels like I'm just trying to figure out what... I'm just chasing the waypoint. And that's... I guess that's pretty standard for an MMO, like a standard MMO like this. But let's see, maybe I'll feel better when I get to hit something. Ooh, who's this?
Are you here to meet with Captain Cliff?
Sure. Cliff, Captain Cliff, like Cliff from Cheers. Okay, there's the shirtless wanderer again. So it seems like when I'm near anybody that has any kind of extended conversation,
Defense is survival.
If-
Don't hesitate investing in armor.
blah blah blah. Whoa! Oh, that's another player. Where are you shooting arrows at? I think I'm just gonna stay away for now and try to figure this out. Oh, cool. Alright, that did look pretty cool. I gotta give it that. Alright. Try to... Dang it. Yeah, I can't really accomplish it. No, can I talk to this person? That's Captain Cliff. He just repeats the same dialogue over and over again. It's like one of those old, like a... Oh, hey.
Good friends are worth more than my life.
Well, at least he said something different. Even if it was a bit of a cliche. That's got to be another player. Because he's actually moving with purpose, where everybody else here just kind of stands around and wanders aimlessly. There's a berserker, I believe. Okay, go talk to this person. That's the lady that said, are you going to talk to...
I'm here to meet with Captain Cliff.
I kind of just did, twice. So helpful.
Everyone here believes in the captain.
Okay, everyone here believes in the captain. Does everyone here believe in the Tooth Fairy? That'll be about as useful, since I can't seem to find any good waypoints to go to. Let's see if I can figure out, well, maybe I'm doing something wrong with questing here. Let's just try that. Here we go. There's something out that way. What is this? Oh, let me get in there.
Captain Cliff is the hero of Highland. We never lose blood.
Okay, I've got some choices of what to say, just not much. And then you read dialogue again. If I were to make a suggestion, that would be one of them.
That trees are moving in the deep forest in the south.
That trees are moving in the deep forest in the south. Moving because what? The wind's blowing, or moving because they've decided to go to a better neighborhood?
It's hard to sleep at night because of the attacks by imps.
Imps. Okay, maybe this is where I actually get some sort of quest or something.
Run if you come upon a violent bear in the forest. It's too dangerous.
So they seem to have some standard canned dialogue. Whoa, something just happened. There's no depth to the interaction, really. And somebody's in here playing around again. There's that berserker guy. Huh. I have to say, I always feel like with these MMO type games, and this is not a dig on this one particularly. I will say if you want one that looks good, and you're into an MMO, this would be a great choice if your graphics are high up on your concern list. But I feel like it's just chase the waypoint. I feel like it's little minor fetch quests and go do this, go do that. And I very rarely feel a whole lot of fun. And it's also usually a bunch of hotkey related abilities, and you're basically just balancing those.
Aliens never lose pride in them.
But that halberd looks cool.
This is Western Camp.
Western Camp?
This is the place the great Captain Cliff resides.
Yep, met him. He's alright. Okay, so what do I do? You know what, let's see. Is there anything out here? Okay, that's a cool looking attack. Let's see, how did I do that? Oh boy, here's this freak. Okay, a little puff of black smoke with piercing red eyes. He spins. He talks really annoying. Okay, I think I have a new quest or something, which is good because I'm clueless what to do right now. Okay, I'm just gonna run over here. I want to get into some fights. I want to see what the combat's like, because that's going to be a make it or break it for me. If the combat is fun, deep, all that, then that's good. If it's just, you know, push this button and wait a certain amount of time and then push this button again, I will not have a whole lot of interest. Is this the guy I talked to before? It is. Armstrong.
Obsession with one's heydays for the ordinary.
Thank you, fortune cookie philosopher. And why are his lips moving when he's not saying anything?
You need to learn good skills to stay alive. You can also improve your skills by using energy.
Okay. I can learn good skills. I'll tell you a skill you need to learn. Talking. Like with words. Not text. But either way. But again, so far the only thing I'm really impressed with is the graphics, and I'm very impressed with those. Everything else has felt pretty rote, but again, I haven't gotten into a fight yet. And a game... Oh, that was nice. A game like this is going to live and die by its combat. So, I really need to find some combat. Okay, I talked to this guy, yeah.
Is the hero of Hyder.
We know. Alright, this does look a little different.
We never lose fire.
Okay. So are there like some imps or something for me to go kill? Lots of raiding. So in the background I can hear a lot of stuff going up. It sounds like the other players are using their abilities nearby. How these sort of things usually work is it'll say, hey, go out and kill blank number of these things, and you'll have like 8 or 9 other players online running around killing the same dang thing you are.
Moving in the deep forest in the south.
Trees in the deep forest of the south. I don't know. I would imagine there would be trees in the forest. It's called a forest. Okay, let's see. Let's go see what we can find here. Ah, here they are. Oh, is that an imp? Oh, boy, they must be scared of me. They're ignoring me. Big stone thing. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Well, that's a little different. Hey, and I can loot them. That's nice. Nice roll. I don't know how I did it, but I rolled. There, die. Imp soldiers. Alright. So, let's see, is there a lock-on mechanic? The attack looks cool. The graphics, again, are a highlight here. And this combat is better than I expected. At least, you know, for a warrior just running around using a sword and slapping something. I don't know about, like, the archers or the mages or anything like that and how theirs would be, but here, I mean, like, this isn't too bad. There were a lot of different combat moves I could do, but right now there's not a whole lot of depth. But But fun factors there, I totally missed. This could probably benefit from either having a lock-on mechanic or me using how to use said lock-on mechanic. But right now, you know, the looting's fun. Hey, die. Gotcha. What is that thing? Let's only loot that. Now, what is this? Oh, I damaged it along with that guy. And I think I just leveled up. Or something. Or complete. There, go away. Not sure what. Hey, go. Get. I will say it makes my sword swing seem a lot more potent than they are, considering I'm like level 3 or something. So that slash, that little lightning spatter around it, that's kind of cool. I'll take you. Yeah, get him with the bow. So, gotta kill a certain number of imps, and they're... Okay, I see. So there's little arrows on the ground around me, showing me where to go to find them. Ah, there we go. Got him and a totem thingy. Hey, watch it. Okay, now this is pretty typical for these sorts of things, where the monsters will just kind of spawn in right next to you. Ow. Get. Go away. Stupid imp thing. Alright, let's see. That's another one of those totems. There was one of those totems. Alright, let's see. So I've got to follow... There's one. There's one. It says there's bad guys here. There are no bad guys here. Oh, bad guy here. Or not. Let's go here, this way. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's some. There, I'll put my sword up. I'll run faster. Run. Here's a bunch of them. Oh. Okay, that was actually reasonably satisfying. Hey, you shoot him, girl person. Yeah, I got you covered. I hope I'm not accidentally hurting you. Okay, come on. Let me loot some stuff. Hey, wait a minute. How'd that imp get... Oh, he's back. Okay. So that wasn't too bad. Yes, I killed some low-level imps. I am awesome. All my enemies will fear me. Probably because I have a little black smoke thing with red eyes in my head. I'd fear me. Okay, I'm gonna take a health recovery potion thingy. Quest completed. Where'd he come from? Okay, he's kind of adorable. In a, I probably have to kill him now kind of way. New quest, knowledge is power. So what's it? Let's see. There, the totem just spawned back in. And I think this... I mean, this is something you have to accept. This is something you just have to accept with a MMO. Is that it will just spawn stuff in front of you. But as somebody who enjoys the single-player experience of like a Bethesda RPG or The Witcher or whatever, you don't expect to see that. You don't want to see that. You want it to feel more immersive, like you actually are there. You don't want things just to magically appear. Even games like Destiny, which tried to not do this, it became obvious they were doing this whenever you would be in a cave, a little tiny cave, you'd leave it, you'd turn around when you're far enough away and look, and you'd see things come right back out of that cave. That they couldn't have got in the cave in the first place because you were just in there and there's only one way in and one way out and you just walked out of it. So it's just, you know, at least there they did it out of sight, so it didn't feel so, you know, cheap. But here it just breaks the immersion. I mean, the reason games by, say, Rockstar Games, you know, like the Red Dead Redemptions and the Grand Theft Autos, that sort of thing, one of the reasons they have done so well over the years is because their worlds are so immersive and it doesn't feel like you're playing a video game. It doesn't feel gamey. I think games are like seafood. You know, fish is great as long as it doesn't taste like fish. Games are great as long as they don't feel like you're just playing a game. has to feel a little more real, a little more tangible. Right now, I'm not really getting that sense. Part of that is just a byproduct of the MMO, because I've never found one that really does feel that way. But I haven't played them all. There's probably something out there. If anybody has any suggestions, I would love to hear them. Maybe Elder Scrolls Online, since I can kind of play it and ignore everybody else, but I don't know, I'd have to see. I haven't played it that awful much. I play all the other Elder Scrolls games. Let's see, here, since you're on fire, I'll help you by killing you the rest of the way. I will say again, the graphics, I mean, this grass is nice, the effects are nice. There is some weight to my attacks. It isn't the, you know, hit this hotkey kind of mess, which is really, really good. I'm happy about that. I mean, I've got to say that's a huge plus. Right now, for me personally, and this is just based on my taste, the negatives are outweighing the positives. But, you know, this could get more interesting, and since this is just a beta test, it could offer a lot more later on.
Captain Cliff is the hero of Hyder.
Okay, this whole Captain Cliff is the hero, blah, 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 blah. You're going to have to start saying something different. That gets boring. No, that's a complaint. I mean, there are some pros. The combat is a lot better than I expected, although still not where I would want it to be. I think it will get deeper the more I play. The graphics are just stunning, honestly. They're really, really good. I cannot complain about that even a tiny bit. But there's a lot of repetition. There's a lack of voice work, and the voice work is just repeated over and over and over again. So far, it's lived up to the expectation I have of fetch quest, kill 10 of these, kill 5 of these, pick up 12 of these. So that's a negative, but that could change. We are definitely going to spend one more episode of beta test on this game before we move on to a different game. But we will definitely spend one more episode on this after this one. So let's see, if I go in here, I wonder who I can talk to now. Now that I've got to try the combat, maybe now I can get some sort of... Wait. Who's this?
This tastes horrible. Did you really think I would eat this garbage?
Where's she eating? Burger King?
You're not in Heidel anymore.
Ugh. Whatever. Just finish the job and go home.
She's a winner.
Why is Aiden so late? Have you seen Aiden in the stone chamber?
Why are you so grouchy? Aiden, that's that dude I talked to earlier with the ugly Elvis hair.
You don't want your wages, do you?
Yeah, I pretty much want my wages. Why, are you going to use it to get more gold armor? She's grouchy.
You don't want your wages, do you?
Okay. So more reading. And she's probably going to repeat the same stuff to me. So I'm definitely going to spend one more episode on Black Desert. One more for sure. I don't know if it'll go any beyond that. I want to see what it offers. Let's maybe do one more quest, maybe two, see what's out there. So one more episode for sure, and then maybe then I'll finally get to do that Realms Royale I was going to do. But there are some other things out there, so... sorry I wasn't as talkative this episode. There just wasn't... I mean, you know, I'm just trying to give my feedback on this thing, and I'm experiencing it along with you. So next episode, assuming it will be my last episode, I will definitely give my final impressions. Maybe I'll figure out what to do with this menu, various other attacks, that sort of thing. So I hope you'll come back for the 6th episode of Beta Test, which will be our final episode, exploring Black Desert, or Black Desert Online, whatever the heck it's called. And again, this is gameplay from Xbox One X, and I believe the game comes out in March, and I think the price for the standard edition is $30. As of now, if you like MMOs, I think it's totally worth $30, but let's see what I find out after this. I am not enjoying it as much, but that's my personal taste. So I'll see you on the next episode. Have a good one.